So I just wanted to say how proud I am of the campers this year. A lot of the projects that we started that I didn't even think about or realize were very complex and process oriented. And I think it says a lot about the young ladies that they were able to commit to the projects and over an extended period of time work on them, conceptualize different things, especially with the fantasy maps, to come up with names of places and names of bodies of water, and then to do some of the projects that we actually require college level students to do. So I'm very thankful and very proud of this group this year. I think they did an awesome job. I hope everyone enjoyed looking at the artwork, and I hope that the students enjoyed creating as much as we enjoyed helping them create and learn to create.
I was really pleased that the participants this year were very serious.
Oh, yeah.
They worked hard every day. We didn't have many that goofed off at all.
No.
They were on their task and they did a good job and followed through with it. And that says a lot about our wonderful campers.
Yeah, they wanted to finish. I kept saying, it's okay if you finish, and they're like, no, we gotta finish. So yeah, we're very happy.
Okay, so my name is Leah Perry. I am 12. I'm going to be 13 on August 30th. And I am going to the 8th grade when we get back into school. So, I'm a student at Robert A. Cross Middle Magic School. And this is extra that I did because we had papers on the tables like that, little paper like that. So I just decided to draw on it, and that's what I came up with. So I said, you know what, I'm finna cut it out and put it on there because it's also a piece of art that I use with brush pen. And
You didn't say you know that.
Oh yeah, so I just wanted. I like Jaguars. They're one of my favorite big cats. So, but when it came out, it has a lot of black spots, so I had to go over it and paint with different color spots to make it look a little unique.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool.
My name is Linda Lazier, and I go to Westover High School. So I did a stuffed animal still life, but it's not in here. My little apartment is right here. This is the bathroom, the living room. This is the kitchen, the bedroom. I had to sew my own pillow. It took a lot of work, and it was hard because the needle was not really sharp. So it was hard just trying to stick it through there. This is the hallway. I made these out of beads, and I made this out of yarn. And then this is my acrylic medium thing. I tried to make it look like it was scary, like it was like a monster spitting out of water stuff. This is supposed to be a mermaid, and then it's like a monster in the water. And then this is my stuffed portrait. And this is my favorite artist, by the way. This is just extra. And this is this is my plastic bag abstract. And this is my amazing fantasy map based on me.
Based on you.
Yes, of all the things that I love. So you got bageling, and because you can't have bagels without cream cheese, I made cream cheese and right beside it. You got those dukes. I came with it because I spelled donut wrong. Okay. So I improv. Yeah, I was being creative. This is the Vampire Island because I love vampires. This is Rock Land. This is Fires Land. In honor of Brent Fires. This is Frank Ocean. Pink Beanies.
Frank Ocean, okay.
This is Pink Beanies in honor of Nicki Minaj. And this is Pizza Land. It's a land full of pizza.
Land full of pizza, okay. That's the land I can get used to.
Oh, and this is Igor Land. That'd be my favorite. That's my favorite album by, my second favorite album by Tyler Creator.
All right.
This is Tyler Creator.
This is your...
my first favorite album by Tyler the Creator.
Okay.
And my favorite song is I like Jade Austin.
My name is Serenity Jade Minor, and I am moving on to 10th grade and attending school at Lee County High School. First of all, this is my life-size portrait. It isn't that great, but it's okay for my first time ever doing a self-portrait.
I think it's good.
Yeah,
so much.
Thank you. This is a fantasy map I made based off this book that I'm writing. It's called Edgeless, not the book, the map. And as you can see, I messed up, and Miss Janice helped me draw a dragon there. And I made a region key, a feature key, a bunch of different cities. They said I didn't have to do all of them, and different landmarks. And here is my abstract plastic bag painting thing. Here's what they wrote about me. That's so nice. Oh my god. Here's a piece I call satire because it is in fact satire. It is some of the more popular lyrics of the song "Can You Feel My Heart" by Bringing the Horizon. That was something Lydia dared me to do. It's a very edgy song, which is why I did it, for giggles. This is my letter apartment. When I was making it, I had the red walls and the black floor, and they were like, oh, that looks like a bachelorette pad. So that's kind of the vibe I went for towards the end. This is the first thing I did, which is a sketchy city. As you can see, some of the lines are fuzzy. It's kind of outside the lines. I did that on purpose because it's supposed to look like a sketch. Now, here's another one that we were doing of a still life of a bunch of plushies. It reminded me of a factory. So this was supposed to, the more adult or serious things were supposed to be focused and clear, while more childish things were supposed to be, I did them in watercolor, they're supposed to be blobs, like unfocused, like fading memories. Which if I had actually gotten to finish it, they would have had a little brighter aura around them, but the rest of it would have had like a black, sad, gloomy feeling. And last, this little animal plaque I did of a parrot, and I chose the color palette, pink, purple, blue, pink, purple, blue. Watch it fall again. Watch it fall. Oh wow! See? Magic. And yes. Oh wait. I didn't finish this. I barely started it. As a matter of fact, these are just little acrylic medium peels we did. This is my sketchbook, and I did the skyline of Miami for the cover because I always love Miami. Now this is my first time experimenting with watercolors. Not that great, as you can see. These are just some random doodles I did because I was bored. A little star jar thing. Again, another experiment with acrylics. The original layout of my apartment here. A little entry I did on Van Gogh. A bunch of smiley faces in different colors because again, I was bored. This is the one that I'm particularly proud of. Again, it's the Miami skyline and more watercolor stuff. These are supposed to be birds on a tree line. I didn't really like this one, but what can you do? And this is a very small entry I didn't finish on Joseph Cornell. And
my name is Jade Robinson, and I will be going to school next year at Lee County. My life-size self-portrait, which I didn't really get to the bottom there, but they got a little bit of things. Right here is work from last year that I didn't take home with me, so it's cleared up again this year. And I don't remember the name of it. But I'm not too satisfied with it, but what's done is done. This is my acrylic transfer. I made fruit because I didn't know what else to do. It is farm fresh because it ran in the farmer's market. This is my animal animal plaque. And I went with pink, yellow, and blue for the theme. I wanted to keep it simple. And I put green as the background because that's my favorite color. And then, I don't think it's going to stay up simple. This right here are the plastic bag flowers. And I chose pink, blue, and yellow as my main colors. And well, once again, I knew people together. And I also used a little bit of grading as shown on that. And then I also hung up one of my friends, Robert, who wasn't able to come back after a little bit. And then up here is my word, skyline, something. But yeah, took me a little bit, but I think that's my favorite piece right there. I'm very proud of that. Over here is my letter apartment, which also took me a bit of time. The plan is in my schedule, but this is the bedroom, this is the bathroom, this is the living room, this is the kitchen, this is the entry area, and this is the dining room. And then right here is my fantasy map, which I named it after African names, I'm guessing. It was just kind of off the top of my head, impulsive kind of. But I have Jafari Ocean, Kamari Forest, here and here, Alana Village, which is the warrior village, which protects the palace. Oh my goodness, Otesha Village, which I think was the farming village, agricultural village. Masia Village, which is the first founded village of Bahasi. Rahima Village. Rahima Village, which is the fishing village. And then I think how you say that as Beisha. But that is an outside village, which is abandoned due to war. Treaty Village is another fishing village, which is founded alongside this one. And Hindi Village. And then Zawadi Port is fishing again. It goes hand in hand with that. But that's pretty much it.
My name is Jaleesa Terosa. I'm 13 years old. I'm going to the 8th grade at Reverend Cross Middle School. This is my self-portrait. I didn't really like the whole realism thing, so as you can see, put some goofy stuff on. I would say that I did not like doing this assignment. It took way too long, and drawing yourself is really hard, so not something that I want to do. Alright, this is my still life for stuffed animals. This did not take too long. I did this in like one day. I found it pretty fun. There's my own stuffed animal right there. His name is Kenneth. This is the plastic that I flower. The first is going to be this color blue, but then I was like, whatever, I'll add this. And it just ended up being ASU colors. But that's good. This is the acrylic medium. The one I was going for was like a tree, but it looks like a monster and fish. We're supposed to be around it, but I think the only thing you can tell by, the only thing you can really discern is the sun, the clouds, and the water, But that's cool, These are the cityscapes. I found this very cool to do like every other assignment, simply because I'm not used to doing this kind of stuff. I don't really into my artistic abilities. But yeah, so I made 2 of them. And I did not know how I did that one, I just forgot, so I just did something different. This is my animal transfer plaque. It's raccoon, because I love raccoons. They're majestic and beautiful. But it took a very long time to like paint them. And then there's my letter apartments. It's, I would say, took the longest. And I was really glad when I was done with it. So, thank goodness for that. This was a plan for it, so it really came full circle. Good. This is my fantasy map. I guess I'll say it. This is the skull, which is like where everything comes from, because the map of fox trotted, and the skull is like a group of foxes, which I learned randomly one day. So yeah, that's that in the frozen forest, which is cold for some reason. The mushroom mountains are up here in the north. Inland Empire, everybody hates them, but they're just here. So, yeah. And then the elves are here, they're all fighting for territory. And this is where all the monsters are, in our ocean. And the hardest ocean is where erosion is. It's pretty safe, just don't go here because that's the borderline of their country. And there's Horseshoe Island, which the O ended up looking like a donut, so I guess it's Donut Island now. So this up here, this is Feastrel. It's called that because the dragon eats everyone that lives there. It's really a good place to eat, for real. It's a buffet. This is Phoenix Drop. This is a trading port because the water is warm. It's not cold. It's not like rough or anything. That's why it's called sunshine. And over here we have no backstrom. All the birds are in the frozen ocean, which is just ice. And yeah, that's the whole map of Foxtrottus going on right there. And I tried to start on this. Let's just say this is not my thing because I ended up tricking myself. It was very not fun. But I would like to think that I got pretty far on compared to what it's supposed to look like. You know, I made progress. And then this is my sketchbook. There's some really weird stuff in there. So only show you the ones I do, but it doesn't show stuff.
No.
Cheese, which is so beautiful. I love cheese and I love rats. Because you can't have cheese without rats. And then this, I was inspired. As you can see.
Something that came after the cheese.
Yeah, stuff that came out of the cheese. But yeah, there's that. I tried to make a mini jar. It was not the best try. But it was whatever. This is a tree thing. Did not know how I thought it would, but it turned out alright. And then this is the round sock puppet right here. He has hair because, you know, this guy has hair. That's pretty. This is my son, George. He's so cute. And this is my entry on George Stubbs. I drew a horse and a rhinoceros. They did not look like either of those things. You know,
What'd you call it instead?
A phosphor and a rhinoceros. And, you know, this is George's dad. He's really cool. And this is George's mother. She has such beautiful hair. All they need is legs. And then there's flowers on the vine. You know, because I didn't really know what else to do. This is just something random. Nothing really I was trying to achieve here. Well, then there was this one that I attempted after doing that, but I was like, I need to practice. But I decided that I don't think I'll attempt something like this ever again. It took a long time. But then, immediately after, I attempted something like that again. Very happy guy, believe me. Don't look at this frown. He was really happy with this. And then this one, which I never finished. And she had beautiful legs. But that's pretty much, I would say it's pretty much it for my work. Oh, and then this. And that's all, because I've taken a long time.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Ken Trimmins, and along with being an associate professor of music here at Albany State University, I'm also the director of the Albany State University Summer Music and Arts Camp. So I would like to welcome you all to the Black Box Theater. This is the first time that I've had an ensemble in this room. And I want you all to all collectively think cool thoughts. How about that? Okay. But we've got first of all, I want to thank you all for allowing us to take charge of your children for the last 2 weeks. It has been a ride and a half. And you all know what I'm talking about. I have never been so tired at the end of the day than I was last 2 weeks. But it was all good. It was all good. I'm always amazed at the first day of camp because it's the introduction part of team building. They don't, even though they know each other, some of them, collectively they don't know each other as a team yet. And we've seen them, evolve into a team, a team that, it's really interesting to see, and I really love seeing that happen. So thank you again for allowing us to take charge of them for the last couple of weeks. I want to kind of tell you, because I usually do this at the beginning of the camp, but I didn't do it. The music camp came about when I went to Madam President, Dr. Frederick, complaining that I needed something for another ensemble. And when I came out of the meeting, she had charged me with creating a music camp. And so I said, how did that happen? But anyway, I'm glad it did, because I've seen the transformation. There were years, I think this is the 4th or 5th year of the camp. And there was a year that we only had like 19 kids. This year we're pretty much full. And thank you all for allowing us to have them for the last 2 weeks. And I know I sent you all a lot of emails and everything, asking you all are you really coming? Are you really coming? Because we were full. We were over capacity at one time. But thank you again. And I want to, I could never do all this by myself. So I want to introduce the faculty that's been working with me and working with your kids, your campers, along with the camp counselors. And I want to start with the faculty first. In charge of music theory, she also did the drum circle and the percussion methods or techniques, Dr. Jillian Baxter. And she is the incoming chair of the department. So, Dr. Baxter. The faculty member in charge of vocal methods, and she had them singing and doing all kinds of things with their voices. Professor Tracy Davis. It was more than just learning how to play their instruments and sing and everything. We wanted to put some history in their minds. We want to put some theory in their minds as well. In music history, which is basically music appreciation, we had Dr. Claire Hillard back there. And he also did string methods, and you'll see the strings playing with the concert band. Computer-generated music. He's been with us about 4 times now. But he's got a good demonstration that's going to be coming up. Professor Joel Johnson. And did you enjoy the art exhibit? I hope you get a chance to have seen it, or if you haven't seen it yet, please go over there. It's right in room 107. It's the art camp. Ladies, please stand. Thank you. I'll tell you, you have some talented individuals, some talented musicians, some talented students, and in music and in art. So please go see the art exhibit. And in charge of that camp was Professor Michael Mallard, I'm not sure if he's here, and Dr. Shavika Sneed. And Professor Eartha Watkins she did music history as well as woodwind methods, and she also helped conduct the concert band. Professor Sneed, where's she? No, not Professor Watkins, sorry. And Dr. Karen Young, and she's in charge of piano and class piano, all things piano, music theory. And when the campers were not in class, they were doing other things, and in charge of those, we had 10 or 9 camp counselors, and they were responsible for them all the time. So they got to know them pretty well. And Miss Janice Burnett, where's she? She's there. Amber Bussey, where's she? There she is, right there. Keenan Brown. Justin Clements. Nariri Flanagan. There's in the back right there. Desmond Ham. Okay. Diana McFall. Andre Thompson, and Kenneth Wright. And I want to mention my boss, who is the outgoing chair. She is retiring. I know, I'm going to miss you, Dr. Hood. Dr. Hood, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Okay, so earlier this morning, we had a talent show, and it was something else. But I'm going to announce the winners of that. We've got 4 winners. We got first place, second place, third place, and honorable mention. Okay, so we got 4 place winners. But without further ado, I want to introduce again the vocal studio, vocal camp, Professor Tracy Davis.
Hey everyone. I have had the distinguished pleasure of working with all of your campers, all of your students, in our vocal class for the last 2 weeks. So your campers learned a little bit about breathing and vocal production, and they learned a little bit about singing sounds for the last 2 weeks. And we had a lot of fun together. But also, I have also had the most wonderful pleasure and one-on-one time spending with Miss Alicia Jenkins. She is our lone voice ensemble for the last 2 weeks. And so we have been working together very diligently. We worked on 2 pieces. We're going to sing one today, and it is a piece by Giuseppe Giordani, an Italian composer. The piece is called Caro mio ben, and she will be singing in Italian.
Oh, all right.
finance. And then Shelin, she is a clarinet player, and before the summer camp, she has not learned any piano skills before. And in this summer camp, she has learned the right way to sit in front of the piano, the right way to play with her hand positions. And because anyone knows what clarinet player read in clef? They read in the higher clef, right? Because the sound's high. But in the piano, because we have high and low range, and now Shelin has learned to read in bass clef, and she can play with both hands coordinated well on the piano. So let's welcome Shelin with her jazzy little piece. And then Manhat had some piano learning experience before the camp, but she told me that she has only know how to read fluently in treble clef, the higher clef, and she only played in C major. So in this camp, we tried to have more progress, so now she can read and play in bass clef, and then today she's going to play in G major, Over the Rainbow. I have to mention this. This is Shelin's very first piano recital and Manhat's second recital.
You all here, it was so good to work with your children. They are some very talented people, And one of the things that I did was I gave some basic parameters, just basic parameters. Some type of drum, you pick. Some type of bass, you pick, you know. And they have done things that you would be very amazed by. Well, you know your kids, so you may not be amazed by your kid, but very, very, very wonderful creative works. So one of the things that does come up sometimes when someone considers a life or a career in music, and you know it's been said, well, how are you going to make a living doing that? Well, if for those who choose, yes, you can be a band director, choir director, orchestra, but there are other things that you can do. And the music industry annually is over $400 billion a year, every year. Certainly there's a place for your child to make $500,000-$600,000. I mean, you know, there's money in the pot for that, right? So, but not all music is necessarily for dancing or for parties. You hear music in film and television, music for department stores and things of that nature. So you're going to hear music that would just excerpts. Now, what they actually did is much longer, but they have like little 12, maybe 15-second excerpts of what they're doing, and some of these original ideas sound like something you would see in a chase scene in a movie. Some sound like something you would hear on the radio. Some of this music would work well for worship. Some of it would work well for maybe music therapy. And these came from your kids. Now, there's no particular rhyme or reason. They're kind of all mixed up. So I have high school and middle school. And when your project is going to play, I'm going to call your name, and I would like for you to stand up. Just stand up right quick whenever I call you. So let's get it started with Abdul Maxwell. Stand up right quick. All right. Thank you. Very different. All right, Alicia. Ayana. Maya. Oh, that was a little longer. She got a whole soul to it. Thank you. And here's the second project by her. That's her. I didn't picture that. I never would have thought of it. All right. Garrison, where are you? Garrison. Oh, yeah. Kind of like ice. She had all of 40 minutes. And who's that? Jabari. All right, so that's group one. Group two. Is it Jaden Harris? Here we go. All right, next person is Joseph. Very different. Another mental place. I'm sorry, Joshua. That's King. Lauren is up next. Lauren. I've heard some modern gospel that's kind of like that. And Nicole Henry. Yes, there are two different keys going on at one time. Very sophisticated. Dr. Trimmins, do we have time to hear the last group? So this is the last part three. Peyton, we start with her. Peyton. Her. Some of these students have worked with the program for the very first time during camp. All right. Rain. Oh, that's Ray. I'm sorry, Ray. Where's Ray?
Another one for Ray?
How River. Now sailing. I can hear somebody rapping on top of this.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Very different. Very creative. So I don't know what kind of music you listen to at home, but Caleb, here's the second problem. Same guy. That's it
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Yes, we're going to do something percussion now. The first thing we're going to do, I did percussion techniques with the students. So during the week, what we worked on were things like on snare drum, doing different rudiments. We did things that had to do with riz, duple, and triple. We did standard rudiments like rolls, 5, 9, 17-stroke rolls. We did paradiddles with all the paradiddles, single, double, triple, paradiddle, diddle. So when they come home and they say, I don't know that, they lied to you. And they all have a little packet that has something we went over and something we didn't go over. So please encourage them to pull that out and keep looking at it. Okay? But what we're going to do, we're going to have percussionists come on up. Okay? They're going to set up. They're just going to give you a sample of one page of what they did, which is like a diddle grid, a duple grid, which is basically like rolling. They'll do like some 16th notes, and they'll have some diddles that they'll do. Okay? So let's give them a moment to get set up. going to move into, you see that it says like drum circles. We have middle school and high school group. So what I'm going to first do is let middle school go. So if you're middle school, you know, come over here. Middle school, you're coming up. We're on hand drums. We've got like a djembe. We've got our kunga drums. We've got a surdo. It's like our frame drum. Okay. We've got some shakers, maracas. We've got cowbell and triangles. So they all have something different they're going to do. What we're going to do is kind of step in these different instruments so you can hear what they're doing. And then we also, with both groups, we learn a lot of things that we do in drumming. You'll have is like call and response. So some of the students will do like a call, the group will respond, a call, and so forth. So we'll just give you a taste really quick of what that's like. Who are our call people? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Beautiful. We're going to step in. Get ready. This is our heartbeat. 1, 2, 3, version of the same thing with some added stuff. So if you change out, a little more hot. Alright. So the high school group, we're going to do the same version, kind of like the samba. Instead of stepping in, we're just going to start right on the groove. Okay, we're going to have some calls. Who are our call people? Raise your hand. Okay, so we'll do sets. We'll go down the line for our calls. But then we're also going to have a solo as well. Solos, raise your hand. Okay, so we'll have the solo as well. Okay, when we do the solo, it won't be just by himself. The group will get a little bit softer, and he'll play something over the group. Okay.
as I said, we had our talent show this morning, and we had some really outstanding talents that were exhibited that had early in the morning, 9 o'clock. It was early. So first place. I got to get names. Sorry. I should know them. And I do know the first one. First place goes to someone who I've seen this individual, because if I said it was a male or female, they would know who it was. But I've seen this individual grow, blossom. And this person has a lot of talent that's just ready. It's just bubbling just to come out. And she had some technical difficulties this morning, but her beginning of it was incredible, and she won first prize. That is Fawn. Okay, and she actually sang was it a Disney song? Was it a Disney song, Fawn? Was it a Disney song? Okay, she sang a Disney song. And in second place, I mean, it was really close. It was really close. Second place, and I was really surprised at this, how great it sounded. She played clarinet, Brianna. There's actually something in here. Yeah. Y'all want to know what it is? Yeah. Well, they could eat it. But it's a gift card for my favorite. No, it's not. But Burger King. Fawn got a $25 gift card, and that I think that may be two $10 certificates. Number three goes to someone who played the instrument, also known as the piano. Caleb. And I think this is a $15 gift certificate. I would too, but I got to give it away. All right. And honorable mention goes to a duo if my arms aren't long enough. Joseph and River. Right? Yeah, right? Is it? What is it? Urian. I'm sorry, Urian. Joseph and Urian. River and Urian. River and Urian. I'm just reading what they got here. I knew River was in it, so y'all got to split this. But actually, I got another one for you, so congratulations. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, take your spots. Hear from me, but I wanted to thank you all for letting them participate in the ASU Summer Music and Arts Camp. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that. Actually, let me do this. If you have participated in the camp before this year, stand up. Okay, so we do have some repeat offenders here. But, and actually, Justin, who's a counselor, he was a part of the first camp that we had. And now he is a senior. He's a rising senior here at ASU. So, so thank you. So thank you. Thank you. But yes, I appreciate it. It was a lot of work. When I first started this, 3 weeks ago, I had a whole head full of hair, and it was all black. But no, I'm just kidding. But I have truly enjoyed every second of the pain that you all gave me. No, just kidding. I'm serious. It was. I mean, I want to thank you all for spending your valuable summertime, vacation time, learning more things. Okay, so we will hopefully have this again next year. So pass the word, and I think a little bit later, maybe next week, you'll receive a survey. So please answer it and send it in, and we'd appreciate it very much. So without further ado, Professor Watkins.
Oh boy, what a wonderful time we have had these last couple of weeks. And I just want to add to what everybody else has said. We talk about teaching the whole child. What you've seen demonstrated today is what it's all about, teaching the whole child. When you get into this part of our young people, you find out that they discover some things about themselves they didn't even know. So the benefit of this camp, you'll see it down the road over and over and over and over again. It'll show up in English and math and science and physics and all those types of things. So just reiterating what Dr. Trimmins has said, thank you so much for allowing your young people to be a part of this. And I think they are going to walk away with just a pot full of golden nuggets that they'll be able to use throughout their lives. So we're going to culminate today all the things that they've learned and do a performance for you. Now, the beauty of this group is that we have probably every level that's sitting before you. We have some people that have been playing a year. We've had some people that have been playing 2 or 3 years. And the beauty is that it all comes together. They all reach out to each other. Everybody benefits from playing with each other. So we'll play a few numbers for you today. I hope you enjoy it. We'll start off with a piece entitled Fanfare in March.
our next piece is a fun piece. The conductor, Randall Standridge, he did a series of pieces, and this one is entitled Tadpoles. And so if this one is tadpoles, you can imagine what his other piece was, right? Tadpoles are baby frogs. Right. So this is really a piece that will help students to learn differences in articulation. So you'll hear a lot of jumping around in this piece. As a matter of fact, he says, play it a little froggy. Okay, tadpoles. Staple pieces that we teach because it's a spiritual piece, but it's also an opportunity for us to stretch the students out a little bit. They get to play something a little bit more difficult and a little bit more challenging. So we're going to perform for you now a piece entitled Salvation is Created. something fun and different. Have you ever done a tango? Have you ever done a tango? Have you done a tango? I should have known you had. Okay. So the reason we did this piece is, number one, the students had an opportunity to do a little dancing at camp this year. And we thought, Dr. Trimmins and I thought it would be fun to at least play a song where they actually get to play the music that goes along with the dance. And so if you ever look at Dancing with the Stars, you know, they have to do a tango. Right? They have to do a tango. So we'll end up today with a piece entitled, When You Play the Tango. Let's be serious. When you play the tango. For letting us borrow your students for the Summer Music and Arts Camp. Okay. Before you whisk them away, because I know you're so glad to have them back, right? We do have certificates for them. So if you, I'm going to get the counselors to help me get certificates out to them before you whisk them away, if that's okay with you. These wonderful young people, these wonderful young people today. Thank y'all so much for your efforts. We appreciate it, and we'll see you again next year.